Alright, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. Double honors to the apostles of GMS and the sincere. Shalom to the brothers out there pushing this truth and sincerity. And I pretty much want to get into the topic about prophecy because we have more and more things being pushed through, and it's still coming to that conclusion that we're still waiting for this place to fall, which is what we're supposed to do. But of course, before this place falls, the reason we teach prophecies is to foresee what's to come. Because we know before the destruction, there has to be other prophecies that comes to pass. Like for one instance, the chip. But even before the chip is like how we have digital cell phones now. Well, the chip ain't just gonna go strictly into just being inserted in you. It's gonna be in your clothes, or you might have a tag you might walk around with that has a chip in it. And then it's gonna be put into your skin. So there's steps on how these prophecies work, because Esau is just that cunning through the Spirit of the Lord, of course. But he's just playing the hand more and more. How he already got the chip to where it's in the ground, and those what are they called? Like on the highway where you just passing through them shiny things on the ground. Those have chips in them as well to tell where you've been driving by. I'm pretty sure they already have it in tires. So regardless, you're still being tracked, and it's just further evolving itself. It's just further pushing the how far this goes. Alright, so I'm gonna pretty much start off with this. It says First Corinthians 14:3. But he that prophesieth speaketh unto me, Salakia. But he that prophesieth speaketh unto men to edification and exhortation and comfort. And that's why we're out there to do those things. Because the more you know, of course, it's still going to be terrifying, or you won't know what to really expect, but you'll be better off than most, because the ones that do understand will have a better chance than the ones that don't. They'll turn to any sort of different any sort of way just to survive, whereas the hopeful elect will find a better way of surviving to the best of their ability. So, but we don't know how it's all going to turn out. But we're just playing the part the best way we can. And what I mean by surviving, I'm not only just talking about just when this place falls. I'm talking about even now. How things are going to play out with Esau and his madness. How he's going to try all sorts of other shit around with us. It's going to turn these people even worse than what they are now. And that's how broken down our people really are. They don't have the slightest clue what's going on. They don't know that Trump is further pushing what he's doing in other countries, trying to steal more shit, building that phony ass wall. That's just a gimmick. Which, if he does build that wall, it's like I said, it's just a gimmick. He's still gonna get them the Mexicans to come through and still make them still get more money out of them. So either way, Esau is tallying up what he does, and he's trying to push all his stuff upon the world. But that's exactly what the Lord pretty much wants him to do, so it can be brought back upon his head, which is Micah 2:1, where it says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity." And Esau is the one that devise iniquity, and that woes destruction upon him. That's why when you read Isaiah 14:21, well, prepare slaughter to the children for the iniquities of their fathers. Esau today is doing what Esau has done back then. Same thing. He's further sorry, he's further pushing his iniquities. But as you see going on, his guilt is coming right back on him. It's like you can see that Esau's coming in a bad state. Now he's trying to plead guilty. I mean, not plead guilty. He's trying to plead innocent, which he's been doing. But he can't keep pleading innocent. Once you keep getting locked up in jail for the same shit or some other more shit, you can't keep pleading guilty. No matter how much you try to cover up the evidence, even if one evidence is found, you're still a primary target. That's how Esau does with us. If Esau finds the hint of a slightest stain of a crime scene leading back to a Jake, he's going to automatically accuse him, with even if he doesn't have the full evidence. So but the Lord sees it all. He knows every evidence. That's why the Lord spiritually puts those things in front of our eyes. By in front of our eyes, I don't mean just seeing the action right on the spot, but it's so much as the media, what he does. It's all on YouTube. You can see it right then and there. All the shit that Esau does when it comes to the government, the news, what he's pushing, what he's doing to other people. It's just one big tally. This is one big prophecy that cannot be ignored. This is one big prophecy that's closer to us getting out. Because what else do we have here? Why would we want to stay in this place what is full of guilt, full of depression, anger, all this madness that's full of corruption, and not one lick of righteousness in it? But they do what they feel is right, and on the left hand side, not people follow that. Not people, the 2/3 be on the left hand side with Esau. They be one of the same ones wanting to save Esau, and pretty much be happy with it. You have now, of course, we know that not all so-called white people are white, but we know an Edomite when we see one. But you have people that would try to save all Edomites just because they want to throw away what happened in the past. But Esau doesn't throw away what happens in his past. He keeps with his shit. He remembers all his shit. We don't remember none of ours. And see, that's a big problem. That's why this place needs to go. Because that's a big prophecy in itself. Because it's nothing but foul corruption here. And we can't even stay in this place. I don't even want to stay in this place because of how corrupted it is. So I'm gonna get let me see. When you Malachi 4:1, where it talks about burning this place up, along with the proud. Hey, I mean that was a reason for that. Because anybody that's in that prideful spirit is like being in a heap of darkness. It's nothing but a infestation that just needs to be cleaned out. Nothing but roaches. That's basically what you see on an everyday basis. Nothing but roaches walking around. So what you do, you gotta get that torch. You gotta bring the fire, as they say. You gotta burn that place up. Burn it to smithereens. That's what the Lord's going to do with this place. It's going to be burnt to smithereens because it's nothing but foul corruption. You ever walk past a junkyard full of just stinky trash to the point you couldn't even bear it? That's exactly what this place is. We can't even burn this. I mean, we can't even stand the stench of this trashy place. because it's so full of corruption that it stinks so much that we can't even smell it no more. Dude, that's how bad it is. Like we're living in this shit, and that's why the Lord is when he's ready to come back, he's gonna bring us out of that madness, and we're gonna be thinking we was in that filth, we was in this filth that had us oppressed, along with these damn devils that had us oppressed. Now we're gonna oppress these uh, stinking vermins because of the shit they done to us. But that'll be a glorious time when the Lord comes back. But that's pretty much all I had on that. So with that, Shalom and death to Babylon.